Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Caught over the middle. It's Tompkins. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Canes.
The dream start for this offense. You get the ball in the 25.
Welcome to the motherfucking show.
75 yards, play one. Everybody excited, everybody confident, everybody jacked up. That's the way you start a football game.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away. And that
Copy my whole flow, Banks. The original. I learned it from Quinn, bruh.
Let's see what he can do with the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return.
He was an athlete, and he weighed 219, brother.
From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And listen, I'm just trying to find a way to be positive down here, have positive gains, not run, QB sneaks and halfback dives, get the football on the perimeter with somebody with some speed and maybe catch you off guard. It wasn't a great play, but I got some positive yards out of it.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Defense in press coverage. Trying to bully their way in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and if you go big, I'm going big. I'm going to bring in extra defensive linemen. I'm going to bring in my big physical linebackers. I'm expecting run. This is what they've done. This is what you do on this part of the field, so I'm going to play aggressive on defense.
This This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. This quarterback part of their running game. Trying to get there by himself, and he is stopped short, and it'll be 4th down.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the 1st down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Now on the move. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Looking to throw on third. Fires to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
Give to the running back. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. NC State going up tempo. On third and short, the power run here. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the defense dialed up the pressure, and they hit the quarterback, and that led to the pick.
No doubt about it, Reese. Pressure affects a quarterback's accuracy. He just was not able to set his feet on that throw. Ball got away from him a little bit, and, of course, that led to the interception.
To the air on first down. He's going to fire deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Hurricane. He broke away from the defense.
Ball up top.
Catch him.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle.
Oh, that's a dot.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by... There he goes! Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, running back gets the gift. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do now.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast
that nigga
there and forced the TFL.
Beating on that motherfucking O-line.
The Wolfpack line up, facing third and approximately half a mile. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Ball down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work.
I'll tell you something. In college
Ball
football,
drunk
you're
as
lucky if
fuck.
you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. This is a designed run. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
This offense has it with really good field position. Leaves it with the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll try the right side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. Using his feet. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll... Chance to regroup on the sideline. The Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Fakes to grab. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown, North Carolina State! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Lets it fly. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Taking it the other way. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. It's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway.
I know we should be up by at least 10, 13, maybe 14.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth.
I agree, not capitalizing on the opportunities, but we got to put that behind us and focus right now.
Now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle. It's Ivory. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the big fella. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Gonna let it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. Back to pass, it's Kane. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target.
Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Miami. And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got him in the flat. After 45 on his way. He's loose on the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Pocket breaking down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. And the Hurricanes in the hurry-up. Give to the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Looking to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. A run for the quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run the counter. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Gets it out fast. Oh, he got loose. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back has it. Spins away from the defender. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The Hurricanes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4. The Canes want to move quickly. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack.
Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here to 4-1. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Wants to fire on second down. It's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I know everybody's looking at that clock as it ticks, and we're down a couple of possessions, but nice job getting the first down. But this offense has to stay in hyperspeed, right? Down 2 possessions, got to throw the football, use the sidelines, use the middle of the field, especially as you get close to that 2-minute mark.
He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here we go. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
And the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on 4th down. You're trailing.
He almost broke that tackle and did something.
You create a turnover. Can you at least get a quick 3 and out to give yourselves a chance to win?
The give and tick, 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 tick. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Tompkins. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Miami.
And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the fourth quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture. And this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
And how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the ground.
And as he throws, this will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed.
And you know what? You kind of deserve it. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot. Gave him a little bit of hope.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Snagged out of the air.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Oh, they're after him. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. He'll take a shot. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he's going to go down as time has run out. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion.